Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are watching this video from at this moment. In case you're seeing this channel for the first time, this is Jofia DIY and you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. Okay, I have measured in my distilled water and my caustic soda. I'm going to dissolve the caustic soda in the water. I made this face for a customer. Okay, like I've always told some of you, I don't make soup randomly and keep. I make sure that I see your skin before I make soup for you. So I made this for a customer for dark spot and pimples. Okay, so I'm putting into this bowl my chamomile. Okay, and this is my banana peel. You can use banana powder or banana peel powder or banana powder, okay, whichever one you have, for that soothing effect and moisturizing on the face, on the skin generally. Okay, so I'm going to allow the caustic soda to clear. You can leave yours to clear as long as to clear and cool down as long as you want. Okay, mine has cooled down to 40 degrees Celsius and I'm adding it into the banana peel and chamomile. Now I'm going to make sure that they seep in to the lye, and I will cover and allow to infuse for some time or for 24 hours. Okay, now this is the next day and the color has changed. They have infused quite well, so I'm going to add in the other herbs into the solution, the lye solution. Okay, this is my rosemary. I'm adding it. I said this soap is for pimple and dark spots. It is 2-in-1, let's say 3-in-1. It also brightens. 3-in-1 facial soap. So I'm going to add in the cinnamon into the lye mixture and I'll keep it to infuse for some minutes. Okay, now this is my clove. I took some of the clove. I like eating clove because I do have this sensation at times, so I like putting clove in my tooth or in my mouth. Okay, I've added it into the lye. I will keep it aside to infuse for some time while I measure other ingredients that I'll be using for this. Okay, now this is my salicylic acid. I'll be using salicylic acid powder and I'm going to dissolve it using propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is faster when it comes to dissolving salicylic acid. Sometimes I do use oil, castor oil, but it takes time, it takes ages. So propylene glycol is faster when you want to dissolve your salicylic acid. I'll give it a stir, then I will keep it to dissolve while I measure other ingredients. Now this is my aloe vera powder. I said this is 3-in-1 pimple, dark spots, and um, brightening, and you wouldn't want the person not to get a moisturizing effect. So I've added my neem. This is my sulfur. This sulfur is optional. Okay, please, if you have other ways of making this soup for your customers, please do. Now this is my turmeric, and I'll be using just a pinch, about 0.5% or so. Okay, so I'll be taking out the ones I have added, the ingredients I have added, and even though I know what I'm doing in this is my recipe, but I'll still have my formulation book. So make sure you also always have a formulation book, because if I did not have a formulation book, I wouldn't know the ingredients I used for that customer, and now that's been helpful to me. So this is my vitamin E. I'll be adding vitamin E to this. It's optional, you can leave it. You can also use honey. Okay, so I'll be adding in my fragrance. I'll be using 3 fragrance for this. As you all know, I don't usually use one particular fragrance. I mix my fragrance so that it's hardly for you to dictate the exact fragrance I use in that product. So I use 3 fragrances for this particular soap. Okay, and I'm writing them down, the quantity I've used them. These herbal powders I've measured out. I'm adding in black seed to it. Black seed powder is good for the face and is very good for the skin. Okay, so I'm also writing it down and the percentage I've used. Yeah, I'll measure in the other ingredients. I'll be using niacinamide for this soap also, in case if anybody uses it and the person have a pores, facial pores, the niacinamide is going to close the pores and also brighten the face. Okay, so I'm measuring my niacinamide. I'm going to filter or sieve the lye, the herbs I infuse into the lye. Okay, I'm taking the quantity I supposed to need for this production. Okay, working like this, it's a bit tedious, a bit it's not very easy. Working is not very easy than working with cold process or hot process. This particular process, it's a bit like tiresome. Yeah, so this is my shea butter. I'm going to measure out the quantity I'll be needing. In case you need shea butter in bulk, you need it in ton, you need it in any quantity you need it at all, please try and contact the number on the screen to purchase yours. I made this shea butter myself. I literally made it myself. So okay, so I mix the shea butter by myself. So if you are buying from me, you are getting grade A, you're getting 100% shea butter, not butter that have been mixed with other things. Okay, now this is my palm oil, my warm palm oil. I actually bleached this palm oil, but due to the nature of the palm oil, so it didn't really bleach that much. Okay, so, and I also even prefer it because I wanted to bleach it halfway. Okay, but I over bleached, yet it did not bleach. So I'm going to use the warm oil to dissolve the shea butter. As you can see, the shea butter is dissolving gradually. Okay, you can as well use a direct heat, double boiler to dissolve, to melt the shea butter and to heat your oil. Okay, but since my oil is warm, I'm using it to dissolve the shea butter or to melt the shea butter down. Now I'm adding in the herbs into the oil. I'm going to give it a good mix to mix very well. Now I said earlier that if you have another way of making this soup, you can make this soup. Please try and use your own method. I'm just showing you my own method. You can add your herbs, your herbal powders in your soup batter. After you have mixed your soup, you add to your soup batter. Okay, now my oil is at 60 something, and my going to measure in the remaining oil, which is palm kernel oil. You can use coconut oil for this. Then I'm adding in my niacinamide into the oil. Okay, you can dissolve your niacinamide in a little amount of water and add at trace. When your soup has trace, you can add it. Okay, but I'm adding mine to my oil. I'm adding in salicylic acid into the oil as well. I will give it a good mix. Then I'm going to add in my essential oil into the oil also, and I will mix it. You can use any essential oil of your choice, can use depending on what you want to achieve with the soup. Okay, but I'm using tea tree essential oil. Now I'm going to add in the herbal infused lye into the oils, and I'll mix, give it a good mix, then pour into the mold, right? But I am not pouring into the mold. I want to do semi-hot. I want this soup to cook a bit on its own before pouring it into the mold. Okay, I'm going to mix it very well, then I will cover. Okay, I forgot to say something. I warmed my herbal infused lye. I warmed it a bit to increase the temperature so that the semi-hot will take place faster. All right, so I'm opening it to check. It has not gelled, but it is gelling under, so I give it a quick mix to help generate more heat. Okay, if you have a stick blender, those that have stick blender, I work with stick blender, you notice that if you use stick blender to blend your product, it will generate heat and it will thicken also. Okay, so I'm going to cover it again for it to gel very well. So I didn't really check or take note of the time for the gelling. Okay, but I know that it gel. I didn't take time, because if I had taken note of the time, I would have said it in this video. So the soap has gelled. Now at this point, you add your whatever you want to add, in case you've not added your herbals, your herbal powders, your additive, any other thing you want to add, your fragrance. Okay, at this stage you add and pour into the mold. Allow to harden, then you cut. Please, if this is your first time of seeing this channel, I am saying thank you once again for finding this channel. Please consider subscribing, hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it to get notified or to be the first to watch my videos anytime I post it. And to the returning subscribers, thank you so much. I'm not taking your subscription for granted or your love for granted. Thank you, I appreciate. Okay, this is when the soap has solidified. The next day I'm going to cut this soap. I actually made other soaps the day I made this one, but the main thing I'm showing is this particular one. So this is me cutting the soap, and that's all. So if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section below. I'm going to answer you. If you want to make any inquiry to buy any product or any course, contact the number you're seeing on the screen right now, and someone will tell you what to do or direct you on what to do. Any other thing you want to find out from me about this soap, about any of the products, please drop the comment in the comment section or contact the number you're seeing on the screen. As usual, I usually check my pH anytime I make my products. Okay, this is the pH. The pH is 8. The pH is the 8 or 8.5. Isn't that amazing? So I'm going to leave this soap for about 2 weeks before selling it. Be safe wherever you are, and bye for now. See you in my next video.